a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The bits, the bits, the bits, the bits, the bits.
Welcome to the fucking bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Charlie. Fuck, I keep doing that. Fuck it, I'm Charlie now.
Outtake.
No, I'm Charlie. Fuck you.
I'm not Robert. I'm Charlie too. It's just Charlie and Charlie today.
I'm Charlie. You're Charlie. Are there any other Charlies I should know about? Meow. God, no, forget about that. You know, that isn't gonna go to the outtakes. It's gonna go straight to video.
Hey, guess what? We're also going straight to video for a third time because it's Lion 3 straight to video.
Lion 3 straight to video, baby, which came out December 4th, 2014. We are leaving 2014 rapidly.
It's terrifying. It's so scary. I did not get up the thing for this episode.
I got it up because if you are on the Steven Universe Wikipedia, you can click the little next button and it'll...
And you know what I did? I just X'd it out because that's what my brain does. So,
It's because you are a smorgasbord.
yep. Absolutely.
Charbano, are there any males in the past? Have any males made their sons? Fuck, I can't speak.
No, you can't.
Are there any males in the vicinity?
Well, since we recorded this one right after another episode, no, there are no new males. In fact,
There are no AMABs in your area.
no, there are no AMABs in my area. Only
But like,
AFABs.
but like AMABs who like. It's always so funny the way I always describe, like, you know, to some cis people, it's like, yeah, no, if you relate to your assigned gender of birth, it's like the doctor smacked your butt and said boy, and you agreed with that like 20 plus years later.
My goodness.
You gotta get that schmack. Assigned gender at smack. A gas.
Assigned gender at Mac.
A gam.
There you go.
Assigned gender at pool. A gap.
Why pool?
Because a gap.
Okay.
Assigned.
I thought it was the gap.
Assigned gender at the gap. The primitive Homo sapien assigned their genders in a local establishment called the Gap.
Okay. Let's talk about Steven Universe. I don't know what's happening to Robert.
I don't know. I guess I have like a fucking like British. I guess I have like a British documentary announcer, but like female version, I guess, question mark. The turtles will not make it to the end of the pond.
All right.
Charlie is gay, lol.
So, Steven Universe.
This episode starts off with Steven looking around inside the big donut because he has a hard time deciding what to buy. I was going to ask you what you like buy donut-wise, but you don't eat donuts, you fucking monster, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure you're single-fundedly funding the Dunkin' Donuts near your home.
It's true. I love Dunkin' Donuts. I do not drink coffee and I do not like donuts. What do I get at Dunkin'? I get sandwiches and hot cocoa and lemonade culottes and frozen chocolate. You know what? I'm going to bring my gripe onto this show. You know what happened this week? I tried to reorder the frozen chocolate that I had ordered the day before.
Sure.
Because you can just do that. But then it was like, oh, mocha this, mocha that. Why are you adding mocha onto my frozen chocolate? Like, I ordered this yesterday. Why are there a bunch of options that were not there before? I don't like mocha.
Charlie, we're trying to fill you with coffee.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just want chocolate.
We're just trying to secretly inject you with the coffee.
And then I went there the other day also to get a chocolate chip cookie because I saw they finally brought them back onto their menu. And then it's like, it has pretzels in it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why does this chocolate chip cookie have pretzels in it?
Do you not like pretzels?
No, I don't. Also, why the fuck are you putting pretzels in a chocolate chip cookie?
For the saltiness.
That's disgusting.
This thing, you and my boyfriend piss me off. Not really, but like when you guys just don't eat food like normal people.
That's not normal food.
Pretzel is a normal food. Pretzel's older than fucking coffee, I think. No, it's not, but even so.
But this isn't what they used to have. They used to have chocolate chunk cookies that were like the best fucking cookies. And now they have pretzels and I'm like, why? Anyway, Dunkin' is making me mad this week. So maybe I just need to stop going to Dunkin' forever.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe support your local coffee shop, Charlie. And by coffee shop, I mean support
The
your
Big
local.
Donut.
Yes, support your local Big Donut. Is the Big Donut a chain? I keep forgetting if it's a chain or if it's just the one in.
Let's see. Big Donut, Steven Universe song. Donuts at the Big Donut. Donuts, donuts, donuts. Let's see. It's a store in Beach City. Yada yada yada. Does it say anything about? I don't know if it's a chain. Well, like, the donuts get shipped to the store. Does that say that maybe it could be a chain? Also, I feel like if a locally owned store would not get the video that the Big Donut has made by Mr. Smiley, you know?
So Sadie is like, hey, if you don't know what donut you want, ask Lion, who's like asleep at the counter.
Your friend.
your friend, Lion.
And then what does Lion want? Lion just wants lion liquors.
I mean, a bad choice. Has he not heard about Cookie Cat?
Cookie Cat. He's a pet
It's
for your tummy.
It's super duper fucking yummy. Anyway,
Steven also considers getting spicy pretzels. No, Steven, pretzels are gross. Anyway.
what problem do you have with pretzels, Charlie? Maybe it's just because
just
you've
don't
had
like
like any pretzel you've tried or like shitty fair pretzels or whatever. No, you need a good homemade pretzel, or you need to go to Germany.
I used to lick the salt off of them, and that's all I cared about.
I want you personally to perish as you live right now for fucking telling me that.
You're welcome. So Sadie's like, oh, I'm gonna be closing soon, so you gotta pick something soon.
Yeah, originally she's like, oh yeah, me and Lars are closing. Meanwhile, Lars is just rocking out to his music, not giving a shit.
And then he like just leaves, and she's like, well, I guess I'm closing by myself. And then we notice in the fridge that was in fact mentioned or seen last episode, Sadie's lunches, the just cute little lunch bags that say Sadie on them. I feel like she's not allowed to do that, to just put them in there.
Maybe, but also, who's gonna stop her? I don't know
True.
about you, but every restaurant I've worked in, there was a section of like the main refrigerator, like for the restaurant, that it's like,
Yeah.
here's where employees can put their lunch for,
Yeah.
for their lunch break. So like maybe that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, so when I did work at Domino's, we had like our like soda cooler or soda fridge, but like the one in the back is the one where we could put like whatever like items that we wanted in there that we wanted to be cooled. But like this is one that's like in the front of the store. That's why I'm just like, I feel like that's not allowed. But maybe that could just be me judging Sadie. Anyway, some of those are really old, but Steven's like, yeah, I'd like a homemade lunch made by Sadie's mom that she has not eaten.
Really old lunches made by a maternal figure. Is Sadie's mom May Castellan?
No! Also, how dare you say it that way? How dare you say her last name in such a fashion? It is Castellan.
Castellan. It's Castellan according to Mr. Richard Russell Riordan Jr.
And according to the audiobooks, it's Perkabeth. But that's also dumb.
To be fair, it is the one and only instance that Perkabeth or Persabeth has ever been said in an audiobook. Actually, that's not true. In one of the, I forget which one, in one of the Gracie Kim like Fallen Star trilogy, there's a joke about someone's screen name being Persebeth Forever or something, or PJO. No, it's PJO Forever. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's funny. That's great. Amazing. Yeah, so Sadie just like does not like that her mom makes her lunches every day. She's like, whatever, it's kinda cringe, I guess. My mom caring about me.
Yeah, it's kind of
What a
cringe.
teenager.
Steven then brings the lunch back to the temple and he like wonders out loud. He's like, I wonder what my mom would have packed for me. Which, you know, he expresses the desire to like get to have known her better, and that perks Lion's attention up.
Mm-hmm.
Lion does
Yeah.
what my cat, like the opposite of what my cat does, which is he immediately gets in the bed that, you know, and just like tries to sleep and like gets under the covers. My cat has her routine. I get in bed by like 9:30, 10. She then proceeds to eat, use the restroom, and then jumps on the bed at about 10:30. She has her little routine.
Interesting. Well, Steven puts Lion to bed, and then Steven goes to bed with Sir Barrington. Not MC Bear. It's Sir Barrington.
What about the
today.
other? Haven't there been 3 bears?
We've talked about this. We have definitely talked about Steven and his bears. Where the fuck are you? Okay. There's a page with this. Minor objects. Okay. The plush toys. We have MC Bear, Master of Ceremonies Bear. They are different bears. Sir Barrington, Happy Bear, Sad Bunny, Playful Kitty, and I mean that's most of them. Yeah, that's all the important things. Master of Ceremonies Bear. Anyway.
So Steven like goes to sleep and he quote unquote wakes up, has a dream where he's in this weird like foresty meadow hill area, and he's like, oh, this is cool. Wait a minute, I can't fucking breathe.
And he's being suffocated by Lion on his face. And who pulls him out of it? It is Pearl. Why are you here, Pearl? What are you doing here? What did you need something? She just likes to watch Steven sleep. And by sometimes she means often.
Pretty much every night.
Like all the time. I mean, gems don't need to sleep, so she's just like, I'm fascinated by this. Or maybe it's like some other weird Steven obsession, Rose obsession reason. I don't know, and I'm concerned about Pearl.
Aren't we all?
Well, he kicks her out, and he kicks Lion out, and
it's so
he goes to
fucking
bed.
funny how he yells at both of them and they both scatter away like animals.
Like, literally, look at how Pearl, this is when she gets on all fours, right?
Mhm.
Right? I mean, Lion is an animal, but Pearl doing that is just so fucking feral.
It's so
Anyway.
crazy. Steven goes back to sleep and he has a dream where he's playing chess checkers with Dogcopter, who wins, and then Dogcopter's like, hey, Steven, it's time to wake up.
No, first he gives Steven some really great advice about art and like whatever you want to do with your life, man. Like it's all about communication and conversation. Yeah. You know, and then he's like, wake up. It just like gets really deep there for a second.
Just for a second. And Steven again wakes up in the like dreamscape looking hill with the tree
it's
area.
pink.
It's all pink, and he's like, oh, it's this dream again.
Hey, you know what he said?
Fuck, it's Lion. What?
He said it feels familiar.
It feels familiar. Oh my gosh.
Familiar? Why is this so familiar? Anyway.
It's familiar because it's good.
My goodness.
Eventually he gets really annoyed because Lion, like, Lion, what do you want? And Lion shows him his tummy. He's like, oh, you want a belly rub? And then Lion
Nope.
grabs him and it's like, nope, I fell for a trap.
An adorable trap.
And then Lion like digs his claws into Steven, and Steven's like, that's it, I'm kicking you out. You're going outside. This is like the Fred Flintstone bit. I'm kicking you outside. Except the second he looks back at Lion with Lion's like cute little eyes, he's like, oh, I can't be mad at you.
That's because Steven is a big softie, and he wants love from his giant lion.
He gives Lion a hug, and he gets sucked into Lion's mane and realizes that Lion's mane is a portal to this pink world that he keeps seeing.
Where he cannot breathe, because gems don't need to breathe.
It's just wild to me. So he takes a big deep breath. He walks in and he finds a tree. A tree, and around that tree, he sees a Mr. Universe t-shirt. Rose's sword. Just forgot that's here.
Wait, was it the full sword actually,
It was
or
the
was it
full
this?
fucking nope, it was a full sword. You can see it right
Okay,
there.
I couldn't remember if it was the sword or the scabbard that was in
Nope,
there.
full sword. A treasure chest, bubbled bismuth, who's also just right fucking there.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. There's a photo of Greg and Rose. There's a flag with Rose's symbol, and then finally, there's a videotape labeled for Steven.
This just like this whole like tree and this whole setup was like theories for so long.
Oh, I
Of so
remember.
many things.
I fucking remember, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, so Steven grabs the video cassette that says for Steven, and then he's like, "Oh no, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm on this hill." And then he has to get back down to the pink grass to get the fuck out, and he trips and falls. And then he has to find somewhere that can play video cassettes.
Which would be the Monster Donut. That's a different place.
Monster Donut.
Emily and Phoebe have a VHS, and we're playing it at Emily's apartment.
Donuts at the Monster
Monster
Donut.
Donuts. No, we're going to
Donuts,
the
donuts,
Big Donut.
donuts.
And I guess it's that's the thing about working in a bakery type of place. You do get up at the ass crack of dawn to like bake the donuts and bread and whatever you're gonna do.
Well, they don't have to bake it. Remember? They get it shipped to them.
Yeah, but like you also need to brew coffee and like there's a lot of things that go into
Fair.
opening up a cafe slash bakery. And so they go in and Sadie takes him to the back room where the VHS player is, and they play it. And it's a bunch of scenes at first of just like the scenery of Beach City, and then it's a bunch of funny little clips of Greg making like some funny poses to try to look cool, or Rose is taking a video of like a seagull, and he's like, "Greg made a friend."
Mm-hmm. And then she's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm Greg," but he's got to do his intro over. He's trying to do a whole intro, so we do like da 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 da. I'm Mr. Universe. He's super cool, isn't he? He's like the coolest dad ever this side of the cosmos. And then we see the star outro thing. It's just a button on the camera. I love that. So then Rose is just like shooting some video of Greg telling Steven about like life and how amazing it is. And then she turns to herself. She's like, "Steven, we can't both exist. I'm going to become half of you." And this is the part where we all cry because it's like, Jesus, what is happening? Rose, why are you doing this to us?
Rose is dying.
Anyway, this episode gives me mommy issues.
And then the episode ends with like Lars walking in and he's like, "Wait, what'd you guys just watch?" And it's Sadie and Steven just fucking like tearing up. And then the
Yeah.
episode ends with Sadie calling her mom, being like, "It's okay for you to keep making me those bagged lunches." And it's like, I want to call my mom.
It's so good. It's so
so
good. Anyway, you know what's funny? We're also recording this like the week before Mother's Day. This is gonna come out right after Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to people who celebrated in the past.
Happy Mother's Day, Rose Quartz.
Happy Mommy's Day. All right. Hey Charlie.
Hey, Robert.
It's time for Crystal Temple Trivia.
Dun dun dun.
The episode name refers to the video of Rose at the end because it's straight to video.
Ha 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 ha. Did you know that this episode was nominated for an Emmy Award? Outstanding short format animated program in 2015. Good shit. We love that.
Lion has a pocket dimension in his mane, which it's apparently where Rose put everything that she wanted to put.
Why is this in trivia? I feel like that should be in like continuity. In Lion's Dimension, there is a rose quartz bubble with an object in it. This is later revealed to be Bismuth's poof gem. Did you know that?
It's fucking wild. That bismuth is just right there. In the video in the video part of like that features Greg, he wears the same Mr. Universe t-shirt that's hanging on the tree in Lion's Dimension.
Huh. I thought that was supposed to be Rose's shirt though.
Nope, it's his.
Apparently. Interesting. Or maybe he just has multiple of the same shirt. Who knows? The video effect with the star that happened in this episode.
Yeah, that threw me off. I'm like, oh, the episode's over. Wait a minute.
And then there's another effect though. There was one other button that she pressed, and it was just like something that was used in the episode Space Race
Yep.
when they're building the spaceship.
Yep. So the original intention of this scene was going to be Greg filming Rose. However, Joe Johnston and Jeff Liu were like, hey, what if we did the reverse? She's so fascinated by him and so in love. And then Rebecca Sugar was like, that's also a good idea.
Yeah. The fact that Rebecca Sugar's like, still dizzy about it.
Yeah.
Love that. The original story outline for the episode was uploaded by Ben Levin because of the Emmy nomination. And in the outline, Greg's approximate age is 30-something.
This is the very first episode that we see Rose's eyes because all other times we saw her eyes were closed.
That's terrifying. I didn't think about that before. Okay. Interesting. This is, last episode of 2014. 2014 is done. It's done. It's over. No more.
So straight to video is a term that can be used to describe a DVD or a VHS that are of movies that don't get a theatrical release. So the video that Steven finds is on VHS, which is referring to Rose's tape. His mother recording the video for him before his birth is like 9 from The Scientist recording a projection box for the last robot doll Stitch Punk 9 before he activates the talisman to transfer his last soul to. I don't know what the fuck this is, but that.
I was like, is that movie, that weird movie? Yep. I never saw it, but I do remember what it looks like.
How the fuck have you seen like every weird movie ever, but you've never seen like common movies?
Is this a common movie?
No, this is not a common movie. This is like one of the weird ones that you for some reason have fucking seen.
I have not seen it. No, I remember seeing trailers for it, but I have not in fact seen this. I don't believe. I just know the look that is being the look of those guys. They look fucking weird and interesting. Okay. Greg doing his like little intro scene to Steven. Well, this specifically says something else, and then there's a picture here that makes me confused. Okay, I guess the whole like them watching the video is like something that happened in Cowboy Bebop episode Speak Like a Child, but like next to it there's a picture of how Greg's little scene is like exactly like something that happened in Cowboy Bebop, like his whole little intro there. That's fun.
It's fun. Hey, so there's a mug with the Cartoon Network's logo on the floor after Pearl pulls Steven out from under Lion.
What the fuck? That's hilarious. Continuity.
Holy shit, they pronounced it right for once.
Continuity.
I hate you.
There's a poster in the Big Donut advertising Dog Nut, a food item that was from the pilot of Steven Universe.
During Steven's dream, Dogcopter from Dogcopter 3 is there playing checkers with him until he wakes up because, Lion's suffocating him.
At the end of the episode, when after Steven's like watched the video, he pats Lars on the chest the same way they did in like Lars and the Cool Kids. That's like that's their reoccurring thing of like, hey, bro, just pat on the chest, I guess.
Yeah, just bro. We also get to see that Rose's sword is stored in this dimension, revealing that this is where it is when it's not in use.
Interesting. Hey, wait, Robert, have you seen oh god, somebody, I don't know if it was like official merch or what it was, but there was like either it was a pencil sharpener or a pencil holder that was
we've talked about this.
We've talked about this. Okay,
yes.
good.
And
we
tried to look it up, but we couldn't find it.
I'm sorry, I don't remember anything. Anyway, the same photo of Rose and Greg from Laser Light Cannon is in Lion's Mane.
So the television in the employee's room of the Big Donut was first used in Joking Victim to play the video game, to play the videotape of Do or Do Not, which is now it's being used again to play the Rose's videotape
Donuts at the Big
at the
Donut.
Big Donut. Said Monster Donut.
So yeah, it's the shirt that's in Lion's Mane is also the shirt that Greg gave Rose in Story for Steven.
Oh my gosh, it's so fucking
Can't-
cool.
I like that episode. I like
All
Story
right.
for Steven.
Who are we giving our pearl point to? Charnado.
That's me. I'm Charnado now. I don't know. Oh my. Wait. The seagull. The seagull gets the pearl point
Yeah,
because
he's a
it made friends
friend.
with Greg. That's a friend. The seagull is friend. There you go. Who's getting your pearl point?
Probably Bismuth, who's just chilling there, waiting for her episode.
She has no bismuth being here.
But and then for the question, hey, do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Targeted. Oh my goodness. No, I feel like we can't do that. I feel like that's a lot. God, what's a good question for this?
I mean, I stand by. Do you have? I'm just gonna post that and be like, do you have a good relationship with your mom? And just see everyone be like, how fucking dare you?
If you know what, go ahead, do it. Do you have a good relationship with your mom, Robert? Do you? Do you want to share that in a public format?
It's complicated. I love my mom, but you know there are a lot of things she's said and done throughout my childhood that you can't forget.
It's a mood.
Yeah, give your mom a call. Person listening, just in general, give your mom a call.
Yeah, this is your call to action. There you go. Mommy Issues, the episode.
Mommy Issues, the fucking episode. Hey, Charbine.
Hey, Robert.
If this podcast were perfect,
I don't know if this podcast were perfect. What?
We wouldn't have the bits.
It's if every podcast were perfect, Robert.
Fuck, how did I forget? Wait, if every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have the bits. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Venom. You can follow this podcast socials at The Bits SU Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our Diamond line through thebitsSUpod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, and I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Damn is spelled D-A-M. If you want to hear more from me, check out one of my many podcasts. I have a Once Upon a Time podcast called Entering Storybrooke, a Kim Possible podcast called That's a Sitch, and an Osman Verse podcast called The Truum Grammar Book Club.
The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Super Scary, a love letter to superheroes, sci-fi, and horror movies, hosted by Josh.
Do you love to be super scared? Do you enjoy listening to hilarious hot takes on timeless classics? Well, fear not, listeners. I'm here! Welcome to the Super Scary Podcast, where we cover everything from the supernatural to the superpowered. I'm your host, Josh, a scaredy cat nerd who enjoys superhero, sci-fi, and horror movies way too much. Whether I'm processing my trauma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or reminiscing on the nostalgia of Hocus Pocus, my guests and I have a hilarious time going through our favorite and sometimes not so favorite moments. I'm your friend till the end, listeners, because everyone's entitled to one super scary podcast. We post weekly episodes on Mondays, and you can find us at Super Scary Podcast on all the socials. See you in the afterlife, listeners.
The fuck are you doing?
The fuck am I doing? Listen, I am, for some reason, an adult who's been entrusted with, like,
You are not.
what? Just because I have a Steven Universe podcast and I talk about Percy Jackson all the time, I'm not an adult?
No, for many other reasons you're not an adult, Robert.
Name one fucking reason why I'm not an adult.
Because you're you and you exist the way you do on this plane.
That's a hate crime.
You're welcome.
Dave X Media.